No niin, muodostuu YouTubessa Hunri täällä jälleen kerran Enderalin ihmeessä maailmassa. Tosiaankin, mihinkäs me viime kerralla jäätiin? Me jäätiin... Tehtiin sitä Minequestia eteenpäin. Herättiin sitä unesta. Joista se yksi kaveri ei valitettavasti herännyt. Mutta... No näköjään tuotakaan... Joku hommaton. Joo. Toi on kompletattu. Joo, jatketaan Minequestia. Koska miksei. Mennään puhumaan sille Arathielille täällä. Arathiel etunimeä en muista. Okei.
Believe this could work. It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your true Chesser of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
What up?
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Rohvet.
You've never been in any danger. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters. None of it, you'll see. The ceremony needs a little preparation, 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches, I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams. People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it. You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us. None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony. That a better word would be no.
Joo. Vähän lisää infoa sitten vielä itselleni. Varmaan leikkaa tuosta videosta pois. Siinä oli aika paljon toista. Joo, mitäs sitten? Jutellaan ihmisille. Varo.
Walk blessed.
Kävele siunatusta. Tehdään joku quest ei taas vähän. Tehdään sitä eventuaalista. Joo, toi oli se surullinen tyttö, jonka veljen se tappoi se opettaja, kun se meni tai sekos niiden muiden oppilaiden joukossa. Haaste.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not
Keep
belong
walking.
Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense. Why can't it ever be easy?
I just don't see the fucking point.
Missä on portaat ylös?
I will honor.
Here, a letter for you.
Aha.
What? Thank you. Safe travels, and may his light guide you.
Saatiin varmaankin sitten seuraava osa siihen questiin. Juu. Jesparilta terkkuja.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
What up?
Walk blessed. Of course, her sister. I completely forgot. Oh, Euro, you damned old fool. I guess I should be lenient with her. Here, I think I owe you this for your time. Now, excuse me. We have a lot to do here. What?
Aha, saikin lyhyesti. Ja sit... Tehdään tää, mennään vaikka Jesparin. Myydä sulle romuja. Runebo. Runemeis. Aha. Siinä on hienon näköinen nuija. Se on oikein kiva Morningstar. What up, bro? Kato, on se paikalla.
Ah, there you are. Glad you made it. So, how was it? I heard quite some stories about this trial, and was never sure what to make of it. Yeah, I changed my mind. Come, let's go upstairs. It'll be worth it.
Jokse.
There we...
Ah,
So, wine or pipe?
piippu.
Chilean sweetwater tobacco. 100 times better than what they smoke here. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial.
Full Gandalf.
Nothing better than a good pipe and a nice sight to go along with it. It's always sad to see how few people can appreciate these. Anyway, tell me, what is it that drives you? I've been asking that myself since we met. I mean, it's not like anyone's forcing you to play errand boy for Orenthiel, is there? And with your abilities, you could make a fortune as a mercenary. Not to mention the danger you put yourself in. Securing the excavation site, passing the trial, they certainly haven't been easy on you so far. Makes sense. In any case, it's interesting to see how you've gotten from being a magically gifted refugee to the center of all this. Kind of reminds me of a woman I used to travel with, Alicia. No matter where she went, she always ended up in the eye of the storm. We got hired for the same job. Usually I work better on my own, but this partnership was refreshing in every aspect. It felt good to know someone's got your back for a change, especially with the kind of work I do. Which is why we decided to stick together after that first job. And it went great, at least initially. She just cared too much, you know? Yeah, she was a mercenary, but she only ever picked the jobs where she thought she could help people, or at least do no damage. As you can imagine, that doesn't always work out in my profession, and whenever it didn't, she really took it to heart. It was sad, if you think about it, really. That was, let me think, about 3 years. Yeah, we went to Araziel, Kira, Artwend, and one time we even fought a group of Petrified on Millet. She fought as ardently as she lived. I don't know how I would have survived that fight without her. Oh, several reasons. First of all, she was primarily a traveling healer, and used the money she got from those jobs to sustain herself. Secondly, Lycia wasn't all selflessness. She wanted to help people, yeah, but she also wanted to make experiences, I guess. Live like an eagle, love like a madman, and dream like a god. A bit cheesy, yeah, but that was her credo. We traveled together and we had sex, so yes, according to most people's definition of it, we were a couple.
Well, we were simply too different. I guess that's what it comes down to.
My. We've certainly lost track of time, haven't we? I really need to hit the hay for a couple hours now. I'll have to go look for some new work tomorrow. And I've heard about a nobleman who's looking for a sellsword. That is, if Herenthiel or old Bushybeard doesn't have a new job for me by then. Say what you want about them, their pay is beyond generous. I'll see you around, my friend.
Joink. Ensin pöyditään se viinat ja sitten lähdetään menee. Joo, semmoista storia. Joo, kiva kun tässä on noita questeita noille eri hahmoille vähän oppii niistä, että miten ne oikeasti on jäänyt ihan hyvin kirjoitettuakin hahmoja kaikki. Niin. Tykkään. Jee, sitten mitäs seuraavaksi? Art of Combat. Missäs semmonen Firebreather on? No, entäs toi Golden Sickle questit? Tuolla. Arkin eteläkvartterista. Mennään katsoa sitten löytyisikö meille töitä. Mennään niihin oikeisiin töihin. Trading post. Eli jotakin kauppaukkoja. Mennään hyllyttämään. Tekeekö täällä miidiä? Hän näyttää siltä. Ajattelin tuosta hunajan määrästä. Ei se jostain tynnyristä.
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you?
Walk
Have
blessed.
you been to... Oh, how do they say it? Melee?
Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you? The Golden Sickle is the oldest merchants' guild here on Ark. We represent nearly half of this land's trading power, from dates to shadow steel. And, of course, we advocate for path-abiding trade in the name of the Lord. Yes, contrary to some other so-called businessmen, we respect the holy verses when doing trade. We stand for hard work, path-abidingness, and love of our craft.
Eli te olette kommunistit, eikö mitä?
Well, that's simple. Whoever wants to be part of our guild has to work towards the benefits of all other Sickle merchants. He or she swears to respect our principles and pays a monthly token fee to the guild, depending on the volume of his sales. In return, that merchant benefits from our contacts and is eventually granted the Golden Sickle's badge, which marks him as a merchant of trust. Walk blessed. There's always work. But if the Sickle were to trust every day laborer who came along, we would have already gone bankrupt before the first vassals had even set foot on this land. If you really mean it, then you will have to prove it. It's that simple. Well, just ask around and see if you can lend a hand. And now excuse me, I've got business to attend to. Are you joking? Are you just plain stupid? You haven't helped anyone yet. Don't waste my time.
War on Nerum. War on Kile. Red madness. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Sitä mietin minäkin välillä. Täällä. Kellari. Paras kellari onkin koskaan. Expert. Joo. Elikkä se ei suostunut meille vielä antaa mitään uutta questia. Ei ole kuulemma todistettu itseämme. Mistäs me saatais röitä? No niin, nyt kun meillä on päivä, niin voidaan taas mennä puhua ihmisille ja katsoa, että löytäisikö jotakin questeja. Ne rauniot, mitä tuolla oli, niitä pyydän artefakteja, mitä se yksi kaveri halusi, niin ne on niin pidun kaukana vielä, ettei niitä jaksa vielä tehdä. Niin jo tietenkin nyt voisi olla, että sitä pääquestiakin voitaisiin tehdä eteenpäin.
Greetings.
Mutta me. No, siinäkin myydään taloa.
Hey, wait a moment. You're the Neramis, aren't you? The Outlander. Well, let's put it this way. I have a pair of eyes here and there, and it's always good to know who comes into this city and when they do so. Help. You're an unfamiliar face, and this is just what I need. Let me make it short. I'm a businessman, and my specialties are the liquid pleasures. Beer, to call a child by its name. In Ark, most inns only pour 2 drinks. On the one hand, my beer. On the other hand, Rivervale Ale. Dalsarker honey wine is what they like to call that swill. Now, the thing is, the Rivervale Brewery and I have a deal going. And unfortunately, the new vine dresser respects that deal as much as the Rolata respect the righteous path. Now this is why I want your help. I need someone to aid me in serving some retributive justice, so to speak. A lot. Depending on how good you do, we can even talk about letting you in as a shareholder of my brewery. With small parts, of course. But as I said, that depends on how you do.
Raha.
Now look at that. Aren't you curious? That's good. I like that. It's simple. 7 barrels of beer per tavern and per week from me. 7 barrels of wine from him. No tricks. Correct. That way, we maintain balance. Should an inn order more than these 7 barrels, either I or the vinery inform each other about it first. The fact is, that new vine dresser doesn't care about that deal at all. All he does is walk around saying things like how he'll grow the business, how rivalry adds spice, and other Kalian horse shit like that. And unfortunately, some people seem to fall for him. One innkeeper hasn't ordered from me for 3 weeks, and now pours only ale instead. Wonderful! Here, this is a flask of highly concentrated vinegar. Sneak into the basement of Fat Leorin's Inn. That's one of the inns that fool's talked into only buying ale. And pour that into the big mead barrel. And, I probably don't need to say this, but still, not a word to anyone. Get back to me once it's all taken care of, and we'll talk coin.
Joo, tästä tulee se Skyrimin questi mieleen. Jälleen mennään pilaamaan alkoholijuomia. Kuulostaa tutulta. Ei mitään, mennään jekkuilemaan. Tim. Täällä.
The best wine in all of Enderal. Come, give it a try.
Oi. What? Who are you? And what do you do with that beautiful barrel?
Arkuun.
Fine vintage.
Noin, nyt ollaan sitten maustettu vähän sen miidit etikalla. Sitten mennään ilmoittamaan, että job done. Dodi.
Wonderful. I can't wait to see what that stupid innkeeper has to say about the Rivervale Ale after tonight. Here's your reward, 40 pennies. And, as promised, a paper that marks you as a shareholder of the brewery. That should keep you motivated to stay silent about this in the meantime. Not a chance. Sorry. Talk to Samael Sildren and Sildren and Friends, the bank. He will make... Now, walk blessed. There's a lot to do.
Osakkeita. Nyt käydään heittää se tonne pankkiin.
For you all over the city. The commander wants to see you.
Commander Eren, you mean? Why?
Nothing to be scared of, I'm sure. At least it didn't sound like it would be. Report to her after the next process, all right?
Greetings. Walk blessed, my friend. You look disheartened, and I have just the right thing for you. A visit to our gallery. Dozens of beautiful paintings by different artists, each of them a treat for... Come now, for tomorrow you may not have a chance. No? I thought so. Then have a nice day. Oh, really? What makes you say that? It's not like our country is ruled by a group of antiquated conservative clerics who care as little about art as they care for the latest trend in Chilean fashion. But no, you're right. It is unusual. But even a narrow-minded country like Enderal has artists. And those artists need a place to show their work. Which is just what we do. Well, probably because I'm not. My husband thinks running around the city and talking to every peasant who crosses my path will help us get our gallery running again. But that's just... that's one way to put it. Truth be told, if the Golden Sickle doesn't decide to leave a barrel full of coin on our doorstep tomorrow, we won't be able to... Especially now that my esteemed mother has decided to play hermit. Wow. Listen to me. A month ago, I would have been too proud to admit this. Now I shout it at a complete stranger. She's a painter. Our best-selling painter, to be precise. Some people even came from other countries to see her portraits. At least before the war. It's hard to describe. She's portrayed half of Ark's nobility by now. At least that's what it feels like. And she does it. The paintings are just so... intense. I don't know how else to put it. That's why people are willing to pay a fortune for them. It's crazy if you think about it. Well, what I said. For months, she has not reacted to our letter, nor sent one herself. And what's worse, she hasn't sent us any new paintings. Which is one of the reasons why this place isn't going so well. And in case you wonder why we just don't visit her, my mother was always a little... special. And where she resides reflects that. The Dark Valley. You'd do that. That's... quite the offer, to be honest. A word of warning in advance. I cannot pay you. That is, unless you're interested in a painting from Prince Myth. But I warn you, they're as bad as his poems. Yes. My mother and I. We don't exactly have a... good relationship. But still, I need to know she's all right. You said you travel a lot, so you have a map with you, right? Show me. So there you go. That's where her hut should be, at least approximately. Good luck, and... thanks.
Ei, lisää questeja. Mä olin tekemässä. Niin jo sinne pankkiin. Viemään mun osakkeita, sen jälkeen voitais lähteä niitä tauluja kattelemaan. Edelleenkin aika bla 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 jakso, mutta... Kai mä alan tässä pikkuhiljaa, jos tää jatkuu näin puheintensiivisenä tää peli, niin kai mä alan sitä pikkuhiljaa sitten noita suurempia selityksiä leikkaamaan myöskin pois. Normaalisti haluaisi kyllä säilyttää kaikissa tarinan tässä, mutta tiedä sitten. Täytyy katsoa.
You do? Let me have a look. Very well, this looks solid. We will add any future gains from this holding to your vault.
Katsotaan, löytyisikö sieltä nyt töitä.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you?
Max Niceblood. 10 000 Nehrimis Gold Coins. Siitä onkin. Mutta tuntuu, että on vaikea questi, koska 10 000 aika paljon. Tai sit se on 10.
Are you joking? Are you just plain stupid? You haven't helped anyone yet. Don't waste my time.
No kun ei kukaan, ei sulla ole täällä työntekijöitä. Dude.
Huh? Yes, you can. Take these papers here to the farmer. Eljas Goodwill, That saves me the cost of a courier. Doesn't matter. Just hurry. He works at Borik's farm on the farmer's coast. Fair skin and orange hair. You can't miss him. Good luck.
Jei, lisää töitä. Farmers Coast, missäspä semmonen? No niin, päästään ehkä ensimmäisen kerran myllyttääkin jotakin tässä matkalla. Jei. Oikeesti pelataankin videopeliä.
30 novices? I just can't believe it.
En miekään. Hirviä oli. Donkey.
Finally, some fun.
Look at that. A lonesome traveler. You shouldn't have come here.
No sitä toisinpäin. Sun ei olisi pitänyt tulla tänne. Ihan siisti sellainen. Paikan nimi on Farmers Coast, täällä on pelkästään farmeja. Hirveät määrät. Noin sai tämän päivän screenshotinkin. Tai thumbnailin siis.
Ah, excellent. Many thanks, monsieur.
Joo, eiköhän tästä taas saa yhden Enderal-videon. Me palataan sitten seuraavalla kerralla Enderalin ihmeelliseen maailmaan. Se on moro.